somewhere all over this country, about 50 people paid a lot of money to buy a Britney Spears song. Whereas we listen to that for free. Yeah. So, some people are failing an IQ test, but we're passing while we have beer, marijuana, and everything else. So give it up for us for being here. Yeah. And give it up for Phoebe Novak for showing us how it's done. That was always a rhyme. Fuck yeah. You're the most beautiful roller coaster I know. So, everybody. Let's let Larkin Graham, it's seriously, it's wall to wall. Like, it's just kind of ridiculous. The talent we got.
No one needs drugs.
No one needs drugs.
Right after.
Well, I don't know. THC helps me from getting really angry sometimes. But I haven't drank in almost 9 years. Yeah! No, don't applaud. That means I remember everything that you guys say at 4 in the morning. Not that you repeat yourself, not that you repeat yourself, not that you repeat yourself. Just saying, not that you repeat yourself. I can't believe I said that out loud. It's fucked up, you know? I even went to AA, which didn't exactly work, but any port in a storm. When I went to AA, it was 9 years ago, and I had been on a massive cocaine alcohol binge. I had been up for like 80 hours, and I looked it. I was haggard, and I was in Central Jersey, you know, and like very conflicted about doing something like AA. And I was looking, and I was lost, and I reeked of booze, and I had still like the cocaine jawsies and shit. I looked like a monster. You know, like still on the Velociraptor, let me talk about my fucking self for 45 minutes. And I walked into this room that I thought was an AA, because everybody was sitting in a circle. And I stumbled in and I interrupted, like, is this AA? And they're like, no, it's Al-Anon. Fucking friends and family of alcoholics. And I felt horrible, because they're looking at me like, we're here about you. So I said to this group of people who've been abused by alcoholics and drug addicts, the only thing that came to mind, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Which I guess they heard from a guy who looked like me before. They didn't have it. And so I did the only moral thing that I could do with these people who've been abused by alcoholics and drug addicts. I walked out the door never to see them again. Yeah. Hey, I did the right thing. There was nothing I could do to help them. And then I found the AA meeting, and it was kind of messed. You know, I was raised Catholic, but then I learned to read, which fucked that up. I know. It's messed up. But there was a guy there, no matter what I said, no matter what I do, he said, you're going to drink again if you don't find Jesus. And I'm like, that's nice. I mean, I like Jesus. I respect his teaching. It's his followers who kind of fuck it up for me, right? Yeah, I'm trying to be polite. He's like, no, you're going to fail. You're going to drink again. You're going to disappoint your whole family. You're going to fuck up if you don't have Jesus. And like, what wound up happening is, like, if you say Jesus one more time, I'm going to get up on the table, I'm going to kick you in the face. At which point, it's my third AA meeting. Everyone's like, oh, well, coffee, cigarette break. And they took me outside. And they're like, well, that dude's on Megan's list. You shouldn't even listen to him. And I was like, what? Why is the guy from Megan's list telling me what to do? All right, maybe he's not the one to guide me. I respect, like, Jesus and Buddha and the teachings. It's the literalist people. Like, you have to admit, like, some of the Old Testament is a little, you know what I mean? Like poo throwing crazy. Like the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what I always bring up when, like, you know, because, like, I work in the street, you know, as a street artist. And you look at me like I'm kind of a target for Christian fundamentalists because I look like a guy who needs to be saved. You know, they're always coming up. And, like, you know, like, you bring up this story of Sodom and Gomorrah because It's the worst story ever with no redeeming qualities whatsoever, but it's in a book that's like given to children. Like, in their mind, the God that created a fish that'll swim in your dick hole and eat the dick from the inside is somehow disgusted by gay sex? That's ridiculous. Why would you create a fish like that if you don't like gay sex? You know, and they're telling me that God was somehow, you know, in prehistoric world where you have all these horrible fucking conquests, slavery, genocide, bestiality. You're telling me that God was looking at just Sodom and Gomorrah, looking down there and going, whoa, whoa, what are you guys doing? Oh, I don't like that. Ew, you stop that. God does not like that. Don't you put that in there. Don't you, oh, I'm getting really mad, excited. That's it. You don't stop it. Earthquake. I give you God, earthquake. Oh, you all came. That's disgusting. All right, no more earthquake. No more. That's it. I will not have this gay sex on my watch. I am God. I'm gonna get an all-male, beautiful people with wings. All of them men. And they're really beautiful. They're not gods, but they're kind of like gods, but they're not gods. And they're all men. And they're gonna come down and they're gonna stop this gay sex. We're gonna blow up the whole fucking city. Because, you know, gay sex, right? A whole fucking city. And if you turn around, I'm gonna turn you to salt. Alright? I'm gonna be honest. Science is way cooler than that, folks. Way cooler. That's not nearly as cool or as compelling as dinosaurs, alright? Which is why Christian fundamentalists, Muslim fundamentalists, and Jewish fundamentalists hate Google, alright? Because it spells their doom, because a story where a talking snake tricks a woman and somehow women are property, that's fucking retarded, alright? Dinosaurs! They will choose dinosaurs if you let them. Pterodactyls! Pterodactyls, yes! We've come back to pterodactyls. This shall be the Antifolk Festival known for pterodactyls. This next artist's work is so perfect that it's hard to fuck with her outside of her choice of husband. Other than that, really it's bulletproof, and it's kind of like a beautiful person wearing an ugly mask. So too, you see, I love you, Will. But seriously, this is gonna sound horrible because I hang out with so many musicians. There are like 5 of you, even though I listen to you all the time and I love it, that I'll actually go to YouTube when I'm depressed and listen to your music online. And one of them, there's a song about colors done by Larkin. Every time that I've been messed in the head and I've listened to that song, it has literally lifted me up, as we do for each other in the Sidewalk Café, as we push with our art. She is the embodiment of beauty and intelligence wrapped in a song. It is such an honor to welcome Larkin Grimm. Please make her feel warm in our house.